Sonic's Green Hills Adventures Season 4 Chapter 2 Halloween Town Attack. In another dimension, a young skeleton girl with wings woke up with a lot of energy. Her name is Midnight Skellington, and she was very excited for today was her 13th birthday. And like her dad, she was tall for her age. Midnight hurried down the stairs to be greeted by a ghost ops.
Oh, good morning, Zero. Are Mom and Dad up yet?
Midnight asked eagerly. Zero nodded his head and led her to the kitchen. There she saw her mother, Sally Skellington, making Midnight's favorite breakfast.
Good morning, Mom. Is that what I think it is?
Midnight asked as she hugged Sally.
Good morning, sweetie, and yes it is. Happy birthday, my beautiful girl.
Sally said as she finished cooking and placed it on the table for Midnight as Midnight sat down.
Oh, thank you, Mom.
Midnight said as she dug in. That's when her father, Jack Skellington, walked in with his hands behind his back. Midnight's point of view.
When I noticed Dad's hands behind his back, I got even more excited. Morning, Dad. What are you hiding? I asked as soon as he was standing next to my chair. Dad knelt down to reveal what he was hiding.
Happy birthday, Midnight.
Dad said as he handed it to me and kissed me on the forehead. I gasped in delight as I saw it was a beautiful red and black tiara. Oh, thank you, Dad. It's so beautiful. I love you guys so much, I said as I hugged Dad's ribcage tightly.
Anything for you, my little princess.
Dad said as he hugged me back. After we ended the hug, I put the tiara on. Then I ran to the nearest mirror and saw it looked like it was meant for me. Wow, it looks even more amazing on me, I said as I admired it for another minute.
It sure does, Midnight. Well, I have a full schedule today, so how would you like to join me? And don't worry, it is not as boring as it sounds.
Oh, I wasn't thinking about it like that at all. In fact, I was hoping you'd ask. Let's do it. I could help you even, I said excitedly.
Sally's point of view.
I laughed at Midnight's happy behavior. Well then, have fun you two. I'll hold down the fort here, I said playfully as I winked knowingly to Jack. Jack nodded subtly back.
Okay, bye, Mom.
Midnight said as she gave me a quick hug.
Bye, Sally. We'll be back later this afternoon.
Jack said lovingly and gave me a quick kiss. Goodbye, guys, and stay safe, I said lovingly. Then they left Skellington Manor. I knew I had to get baking, so I got started on making her favorite cake. I was icing the cake when I heard an aggressive knock on the door, so I grabbed a baseball bat Jack gave me for if I ever was along with an intruder. Then I carefully walked over to the door. When I opened it, I saw that it was Oogie Boogie. I knew a bat couldn't hurt him at all, so I ran as fast as I could out the back door. Luckily for me, Oogie can run very fast, but that didn't mean I was gonna slow down at all. Then I ran into town, hoping to find Jack.
Midnight's point of view.
We were in town square going over Halloween plans when I heard Mom coming our way. So we turned around to see that she was running with a panicked look on her face.
Jack, Oogie is back!
Mom cried as she finally made it to our side.
What? But that's impossible. He's been dead for over 13 years. What exactly happened?
He came banging on our front door. I thought it was someone else, so I grabbed my baseball bat. But it was him, so I knew the smart thing was to get out of there.
Mom? Dad? Who is Oogie Boogie? I asked for I was completely lost on whoever they were talking about.
That would be me, sweet cheeks.
I turned around to see a burlap sack man making his way to us.
Midnight, Sally, get behind me now.
Dad said in a very protective tone, so we immediately got behind him.
What do you want this time, Oogie?
Dad demanded as he got into his fighting stance.
Why, to ruin your life, I've accepted that I'll never be king. However, I can still make you lose everything you love. Oh, boys!
Then a skeleton army appeared. I got so scared that I clung on to Mom for my dear undead life. Dad turned into his Pumpkin King form and began to fight the army.
Oogie expected this. His plan of distraction was working perfectly. Then Oogie signaled for the Troubles of Trio to nab Sally and Midnight. Thanks to the two girls being too busy watching Jack fight, the Troubles of Trio succeeded.
Ah! Jack, help!
Sally cried as she and Midnight were being sealed in the trio's kidnapping bag and put into their walking bathtub. However, due to the noise of the battle, Jack couldn't hear her. Then Oogie snuck away and followed the troublesome trio. Jack's point of view.
At last the army was defeated. Whew, are you girls alright? I asked as I turned around to where they were standing before the attack, only to find Zero. No! Oh, Oogie, you won't get away with this. Zero, did you see where Oogie went? I asked as my anger fueled my determination to destroy Oogie. Zero nodded and I followed him quickly.
Midnight's point of view.
Finally, we felt that we stopped and were being lifted out of whatever it was they used to get us to wherever we were. When the bag finally opened, I was pulled out by my hair. Ah! Let me go! Ow, that hurts! I screamed in painful protest.
Quiet, you little brat.
I gasped, for it was only then I realized it was Oogie who grabbed me. Then I saw a large skeletal creature lock Mom up in chains that were bolted into the wall. No, Mom! Why are you doing this? I cried as I was locked into chains that hung from the ceiling in the middle of the room. No, Dad! Help us! Ah! I screamed in absolute terror but was cut off by Oogie slapping me across the face. I immediately stopped and started just sobbing quietly.
Midnight! You monster! She is just a child!
Mom cried as her mama bear instincts kicked into high gear. Then Oogie walked over to Mom at a dangerously quick pace.
Why you? Now I get to punish you for foiling my plans twice.
Oogie sat furiously and started puncturing her all over with a lot of strength. I looked away, but thanks to being chained up, I couldn't block out her cries of pain. No, stop! Please, stop hurting my mom! I begged while still looking away, for it was unbearable to hear my mom in such pain. But before anything else could happen, Dad burst into the room with the angriest look on his skull.
Oh, Oogie, you've really done it this time. Now let them go.
Dad said as he marched straight up to Oogie.
Ah, good, you're here, Jack. Now you get to watch as I take your daughter away from both of you forever.
Oogie said as he took out a remote and pushed a button. Suddenly I was released and saw a vortex appear beneath my feet and started falling through it. As I did so, I passed out, but I heard Zero coming towards me, barking like crazy before I blacked out completely.